Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. This is Paul and
Mike.
we're in Knoxville, Tennessee. Just getting a little charged, about ready to head back on the road. We've driven so far over 2,500 miles. What do you think about that?
It's actually been nice. It's comfortable in this car. I get out and I feel fine. So
Yeah.
it's been awesome.
Is your favorite part hanging out with me?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Tell them your joke. Well, so I'll introduce the topic. We've got some just exciting things happening in our lives. As many of you know, we came to an event called Freedom Fest in Charlotte, North Carolina. And last night, one of the purposes of the event was to raise money for an organization called Feed My Starving Children. And so we do this nonprofit event every year. And so last night we got to send off the donation amount to them. And so we wanted to share that number in this live. But then also we're always trying to think about ways that we can provide value, right? So we had this thing happening in our life. We saw all these benefits. And so the title of the live today is a simple way to unite and inspire yourself and others in business. And so we're going to share the donation amount and then share the principle behind it so that, even if you're not, working with us in business, you can use this principle. I mean, how powerful do you think this one idea is? How powerful has it been for our business?
Well, I think it's probably the most important principle if you want to do a business long term. So look at that.
Hey, Mark Harbert.
How are you?
I feel like we have a legend on the live, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Mark. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Awesome. Yeah, it's really a super important principle. When we founded the company, we wanted something there, a principle that would keep us long term for sure.
Yeah. So before we do that, though, Mike was telling me a cool joke about Tennessee as we were sitting here.
Oh, I don't know if it's really a joke, but it's every time we stop in Tennessee, I always, for whatever reason, something comes in my head, like that pickup line, like, "Hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see." I don't know. That just always comes in my head.
How often are you using pickup lines in your life?
Never.
How long have you been married?
16 years.
16 years. So hopefully Christy doesn't watch this and get the wrong idea.
That's true.
Anyway, hey, Amy, good to see you. Mark says, shoot, you two are legends. Thank you so much. That's so nice, Mark. Really appreciate that. Troy says, have a fantastic day. All right, well, let's get to the point. So yeah, with this event, we raised enough money to provide 19,414 days of meals to kids in need throughout the world. And I mean, just wow, right? Like that's our last event was around 17,000 meals. So we beat that. Our goal is to double that this next year for our next event. And the principle, so one of the things that I shared in my time with the group from stage in my talk, I talked about, the title of my talk was the hidden foundations to residual income, to true residual income. And there were 4 mysteries. And I had this it was kind of like it was supposed to look like a stairwell, but I had like the bottom box was longer, then the next box was on top of that and a little shorter, and the next one was a little shorter, and then the next one was the smallest. And the funny part about it was I said, and then each box had like mystery 1, mystery 2, mystery 3, mystery 4. And when I showed Mike my slides, he's like, haha, the mysteries, right? The mysteries. But I said, the good news about what I'm going to share is there's only 4 mysteries to developing a true long-term residual income. The bad news is they happen to be shaped like a pyramid. So it turns out we may actually be in, a pyramid scheme. Haha. Supposed to be funny, right? But anyway, the last one on the step, on the steps, the last mystery was have something that you can commit to that's higher than yourself, that's bigger than yourself. And this Feed My Starving Children thing is one of the ways that we do this in our organization, where yes, we're working on growing our own incomes. Yes, we're working on helping others grow their incomes. Yes, we're working on providing valuable products and information to the marketplace. But bigger than all of that kind of like direct self-interest is we're also working on raising money to help feed starving kids. We do this with our event every year, and we also do this with our company. So every product we sell, every commission we pay, a small percentage of all of that goes to Feed My Starving Children on a monthly basis. So that's, and I say like commit to something that doesn't directly benefit you. But the funny thing about it is it does, right? Like, how does that, committing to something higher, how does that directly benefit us?
Well, think about whenever you help somebody. Someone at the event was even saying this. So they're like, I think I won't mention her name just in case she doesn't want it, mentioned out there. But she was saying, I was depressed for a long time. And then she's like, I realized I just wasn't helping anyone at that time. And then she started helping someone, and all of a sudden she popped out of her depression. And so I was like, wow, that's so cool. So if we can attach something higher than us, like when we make a sale, we're helping feed kids. When we sell an event ticket, like a lot of people, because this is on social media, you might not know, but we charge for the events, but everything above expenses goes 100% to Feed My Starving Children. So everything above the expenses goes there. We don't take any profit as a company for these events. Whereas most events, they're trying to sell you things and trying to take a profit. Every single thing above expenses goes straight to feed kids. So when we think about selling products and selling these event tickets, it makes us happy because we are literally helping people. We are helping kids have food, and that's what we can do. So what she was like, yeah, when I started helping people again, I was happy. So it is almost a selfish reason in the same time because we're happy,
Yeah, Jim Rohn used to talk about a concept called enlightened self-interest, something like that, where you do things that are good for you. You do things that are good for others, but in doing those good things for others, it comes back to benefit you. And when we decided to do this, right from when we started the company, one of the things that we were thinking about is how can we build something in where we'll continue to be motivated and inspired even when we have all the money that we want? Because that happens, right? Like you start out in business and you're like, okay, what would I like for myself and my family? I want to make a certain amount of money. Maybe I want to get out of debt. Maybe I want to buy my dream car, so on and so forth. But eventually, if you're working and you're learning and you're staying committed and you have a long-term focus, all of those things can come to you. And then what do? Like, do you just want to be done? I don't, like, I think there's purpose to us being here. And part of the purpose of life is to just continue to do things that are meaningful and adding value to the world aside from money. So that was one of the reasons that we thought, okay, let's build this in so that even when we have the money that we want, we'll still be inspired to stay in the game and keep producing and keep helping people. And as we look back over our 6 years in business, as Mike said, I think that was the best decision we ever made, because not only has it given us happiness and continual happiness, like every time we do it, it makes us happy. Like we had a representative from Feed My Starving Children that met with our group to share with us about their organization, and we got to announce to him the amount of money that we'd raised. And I mean, that made me happy, right? And it made all of us happy. And we're like, oh, this feels so good. And when we feel that way, we want to keep going, right? We want to keep going. Yep. So yeah, I mean, even if you're not working with us, the point is just have something that's bigger than the money that you make. Have a higher purpose, have a higher vision, have a higher good in the world that can be done from uniting people. And it does unite people. Telling people how much money you want to make that doesn't really unite people at all, because it's like everyone has their own goals. Freedom through principle-centered leadership is our vision, which is freedom for us and freedom through others. So that does unite people. But that feed my starving children thing, I just think it unites us like nothing else. And it kind of connects our hearts too. Angela Johnson took us through a meditation exercise while we were at the event and had us all close our eyes and relax and get into kind of like a deep space. And then she asked at the end, she's like, did anybody see anything or have anything interesting happen? And it just so happened that I had a little image pop in my mind, and she asked me to share. And the image that I saw in my mind was, so we were probably like 40, 50 people, would you say? We're all sitting in this area doing this meditation together. And Mike and I were sitting on the floor with our backs against the wall, and we had our eyes closed. And the image that came to my mind in that moment was, I imagined all of us there in this moment where we're doing the same thing. We're in harmony with each other. And I imagined all of our hearts, and I imagined this thread that was like going through Mike's heart into my heart and all throughout the hearts of all the people that were sitting there. And, whatever that means, I don't know, other than the meaning that I got from it was that we're all connected. We're all connected. We're all united in that moment. And that feed my starving children thing is something that is a thread that connects all of our hearts. And if you're working on building residual income, I think that's one of the most important things you can do is have people feel like they're connected, like they're at a deeper level, right? That their hearts are connected. I think that really, solidifies whatever it is that you're doing. And we've heard multiple people say, I'm a lifer, I'm in this for life. And I don't think that comes from, hey, we're all going to go make a bunch of money together. Like there has to be something a little deeper there. So anyway, that was our tip that we wanted to share. I do want to check the comments here. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to that?
That's good.
So hello, Troy Anderson. He's from Idaho, where I live. Good to see you. Rob Skinner says safe travels, and to heck yes to the meals. Yeah, and thank you so much. So Rob, he's an example of someone that, he's building a big, successful insurance agency. But he's still a member of our community, I think. I still think, Rob, you're active on at least one of our products. And one of the things that Rob said to me multiple times is, I'm just going to stay with you guys, even though I might not be using or doing what you're doing, because I see what you're doing and I want to contribute to that. I want to be a part of that. So, Rob, thank you so much for that. Bill Rizlov says, good morning. Good morning, Bill. Stefan says, awesome. Thank you so much. He says, you're a real inspiration. Cheers from Germany. You're an inspiration too, Stefan. Thank you so much for helping to make this possible. Gio says, safe travels. Thank you. And Amy says, from my lesson this morning, the less he holds on to, the more he can give himself to others. When he gives himself completely, his wealth is infinite. That is so beautiful. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Amy. Monty says, love you guys. Love you too. Monty spoke at our event, and did he do okay, do you think?
Yeah, he did amazing.
He was so good. Monty's story, if you don't know it, is he was a groundskeeper for a lot of years, working with his hands, just like hard labor, hard work. And he had said he had no idea that you could do something different, that you could build a residual income and earn with your mind and with your love for people. And he's doing that. He fired his boss. He told us, I didn't just fire my boss. I fired my boss again and again and again, because his boss kept saying, please, can you come back? And he's like, I don't know, maybe I'll come in. No, you're fired again. That was so fun. He was so dynamic and filled with just like raw, authentic passion for what he's doing and how he's helping people. Scott says, are you guys headed through Tulsa on the way back? I do not think so, Scott. Mike says, looks like y'all had a great time. We did. Thank you. Veronique from Belgium says, we've missed you all, but you all did amazing. Yeah, they were on the live stream. So thank you guys for being on the live stream and being with us. Moving forward to next year with us in person too. Yay. Would love to see you guys. Ashley says, hey, glad you caught you live. Thank you, Ashley. Veronique says, hello, Mike.
Hello.
Arnita says, good morning, Mike and Paul. Ashley says Monty rocked. Olivier says I appreciated your presentation in Freedom Fest, Michael Ball. Thank you, Olivier. So yeah, all right. Well, I think that's about it. Other than the advertisement / call to action. So if you're watching this video and want to learn more about what we're doing to see if it might be a benefit to you and your future and your family and the people that you know and love, we'd love to encourage you to learn more about what we're doing. And the way we're going to do that, because we're live on Mike's social media channels, mine. So if you're catching this on Mike's, check the link in his bio. If you're catching this on mine, check the link in my bio. Or if someone shared this video with you, then get back with them. Get back with them and say, hey, I saw that live. I'd like to learn a little bit more about what you guys are doing. There's no pressure. You're not going to feel anyone trying to make you uncomfortable and get you to join. We don't do any of that in our community. So it's all about just, sharing the information with people who want it, answering questions and just helping people. That's our real intention. So, all right. Anything else you want to say?
No, you guys are awesome. Thanks for following us. And we love doing these and sharing these awesome, Paul calls them good parts of our day, and this was definitely one of the best parts of our events was being able to feed hungry kids. So
yeah,
this is awesome.
All right, guys. Mitch, hey, thanks for being with us on the live stream. He says the first live I've caught from Freedom Fest. LOL. Did you watch any of the sessions, Mitch? If not, shame on you. The raw recordings are up. So if you log into the members area, you'll be able to see all the sessions. We're going to be working on getting a polished cut on the way home. Mike was brushing up on his Final Cut Pro skills this morning. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but the goal is, we've got 3 more days on the road. And so we thought, how cool would that be to have all of the final production videos done by the time we get home? So definitely, Mitch, log in and watch those lives. And Mitch says, haven't yet. I will, though. Catch the videos in the back office. Awesome. And also shout out to Mitch. Mitch actually qualified for the benefactor level in our company, which means through his affiliate production, he's helped to provide 500 days of meals to kids in need through Feed My Starving Children. He just didn't have a ticket in time for us to get the award. So we'll definitely recognize you in Dallas, Mitch. The way we do it is you have to have an event ticket by October 1st because we have to have time to order the awards and get them in time. But I did want to recognize you for that, Mitch. And it breaks my heart to have you achieve it, but then not be recognized for it. So I'm really sorry about that. But the time constraints, it's just kind of how it has to work for us to get it done. So thank you, Mitch, for all of your contributions and doing what you do. He says, drive safe. Thank you so much. And Ashley says, you guys are amazing. Thank you for all your efforts. And thank you for yours, Ashley. So, all right, guys, we'd love to stay on live all day. We have a lot of people still popping in. Monty, Booker. Hey, Grand Rising Booker, Arnita. She says, I just got my ticket to Freedom Fest 4. Yay! Oh, yeah. And by the way, if you want to learn more about the event, you can visit hbafreedomfest.com. You actually don't even have to be a member of our community. We had multiple people there that aren't even doing what we're doing in business, but just love the event and love the idea. So you can check that out, hbafreedomfest.com. No affiliate link for that. Nobody earns any money from it. So we're cool sharing that on a live, right? So, and Mitch says, awesome. Yeah, of course. Next year, sounds good. Maybe I'll have a new award by then. Yeah, hopefully that'd be great. And then we'll hit you up for 2 pieces of recognition. Christy says, love you both. We got our tickets. Yay. Thank you, Christy. Love you too. And Christy, you added so much to the event this week. Your speech from stage, your dynamic energy. You made us laugh. You taught us. We were talking about you, Christy, on the way back, and the stats that you shared from your Facebook group. I said to Mike, it's whoa, you could generate a lot of traffic from a Facebook group. And so that kind of stretched my mind a little bit with what you've accomplished there. So thank you so much for that. Vashti says, hey guys. Hey Vashti. Siobhan, she says, it was a great event. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy you made it. I saw you on the live stream, and Mike was telling me one of the last days that people were talking about what we're doing in business, and you were on the live stream and you're like, wait, what are you guys talking about? So I thought that was funny, but also so cool that you were with us and were a part of that. So thank you so much, Siobhan. Vashti says, missing all this fun. Why are you missing? You shouldn't be missing out. Join us. Christy says, heck yeah. Booker says, yes, I can't wait. Tickets purchased. Yay! Hey, and Booker, we're the recordings from the sessions that you missed are in the members area. So if you have some time, I know you're a busy guy, but man, I think it would be worth watching the rest of those sessions because they were just very, very special. Justin says, good morning, heroes. Good morning to you, Justin. Siobhan says, exactly. And Vashti says, I am at work. Okay, well, hopefully you won't be at work forever. Freedom! And Mani says, I'll upload photos. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you guys were with us, we have a photo and video dump. So I know everyone got lots of cool photos and videos. And if you would put those all in the photo dump so we can all have access to them and create great content that we can all use this next year. All right, guys, we got to get back on the road. Love you. Have a great day. Bye for now.